blow your image. I don't like walking around this old and empty house, so hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear. The stairs creak as I sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes. Now some days I can't even dress myself. It's killing me to see you this way. 'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. That's something we do here in the mornings. We all sing. It's about blowing your image, dropping the front. When you come first, it's weird. The idea is, if you can embarrass yourself in front of your peers, you can see better that we're all in this together. That at the end of the day, we're not that different. That a lot of our struggles are the same. I sang, I Will Survive. But at first, I was afraid, in fairness. I think that I've been running all my life. Where the fuck do you start? I'd like to pull you up, make you aware of your language. Right, sorry. Thanks. I had a lovely little business and a house 2 years ago. 2 years ago my son was 16. 10 weeks ago I was homeless on a bridge. I was shooting heroin and I didn't want to live. 10 weeks ago I wanted to jump and I didn't. You might need a cup of tea after talking to me. This is hard. Pull-ups, not nappies, not upper body exercise, pull-ups. It's something we all have to do here for each other. It's letting someone know that they're doing something that isn't helping. It's not easy. You have to listen while someone tells you what they think you're doing wrong and then sit with it for 20 minutes. Your first instinct is to answer back. I'd like to pull you up, make you aware that you're vibing. What the f? No, you're f. No. You have to sit with it for 20 minutes and then come back. You have a think, you come back calmer, in theory. I'm getting used to it. In fairness, it takes courage to take it and to do it. Ashley House. When I came first, I didn't really know what to expect. I was hoping the Betty Ford clinic, all white robes, like a spa, with a nail bar and massage. Not really. I knew the programme and I chose it. It's not the Betty Ford clinic. It is nice though. Big old house and garden, like a little bit of country plopped into the middle of an industrial estate in Dublin. There's a polytunnel and a fairy garden and roses in the courtyard. There's a sunny room where we all eat. I like the laundry room, that lovely spacey smell of clean. There's a brilliant playground. This is the only place in the country where mothers can come with their kids. The only place in the country, and there aren't that many beds. Sometimes it can get lonely here. There's a lot of women all together, which is great, but at the same time, in fairness, sometimes we want to kill each other. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself. I'd like to pull you up. I think you're isolating. I know. Sometimes you just want to go into your own space, your own head. But at the moment, that's not good. You can get stuck there and you drift away from the programme, from yourself. There's no mobile phones here either. That's good. Drug abuse. You think an abuser is someone that's violent all the time, that hits you and shouts at you all the time. If it was that simple, we'd have got away. If it was that simple, we'd all be doing fine. An abuser is someone that infiltrates your mind. They can seem like the answer to everything at the time. An abuser can be really kind until you think it's safe to take down the walls you've built since you were small, and only when they're down, when you really trust them, that's when the abuser strikes. If this was simple, we'd all be doing fine. Heroin feels like love in the beginning. Finally, freedom from the pain, a warm hug, an answer to that always longing to feel safe again. And at first, it works. And then when it's gone, you feel good for a while, but the longing returns, sharper this time, and you need it again. And when it comes back, you're on top of the world, but heroin wants you alone. And you let it have you. Because if it's love, that's all you need. And slowly, it separates you from your kids, from your family and friends, from everything in your life that ever did you good. It starts to hurt your body, but you don't notice, because heroin is love. And you'd steal for love, wouldn't you? You'd kill for it if you had to. And heroin likes to keep you off balance. It likes to let you know you're not the only girl in town. Till you get stuck. You need it more and more, and heroin doesn't give. Until finally, one day you wake up and it's gone. And you're broken. You're not happy. You're not safe. You're suicidal and alone. And heroin, he's used you up. He's looking for his next fix. He's off into town. A razor blade and a feather. I chose heroin over my son. Addiction isn't love. It's just more emptiness. It's no one. Bad contracts kill. If you're sharing a room with someone and you start chatting about the drugs, seeing if there's leeway there, sussing each other out to see maybe you can make a plan, sneak out and pick something up. Holding on to each other but like two drowning men. When I came first, I was in one of them. Myself and the other girl, we broke the contract ourselves. We came clean. Admitted we were doing each other harm, feeding the habit in each other's heads. They split us up. It sounds harsh. We were just making friends. When you're an addict, Jesus, the lies you'll tell yourself. Detoxing was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. The panic attack was awful. I thought I was going to die. The pain of it leaving is a pain like nothing else. I was 36 hours in labour. This pain was worse. It's a pain that feels like it's coming from your bones. You feel like you've been poisoned. You sweat and sneeze, and there's this twitch you can't control. It's mortifying. It feels like acid on your heart. I was 11 days like that. 11 days with no sleep. I had my bags packed. I was going to leave. I thought, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. But I did. I had the Epsom baths every 2 hours. In the water, I didn't feel the pain. That night, I got 1 hour sleep, then 2, then 3. Realised I was sleeping through the night again. When the methadone finally left my body, I cried for 6 days straight. If I'm being honest, I'm afraid. Afraid of the addiction. Of going up inside my head. Afraid of being asked to leave. Even though I know every day these past 10 weeks, I've made the choice to stay myself. I was the girl who cried wolf. I've said before, this is the last time. I swore, never again. And then climbed out my bedroom window to avoid getting better. Scared the life out of my father. I spent 5 weeks getting clean from drinking cocaine, got out and started injecting heroin. I feel I really wasn't ready then. On the bridge, my auntie rang my mum. She said my dad would come, that I'd have 1 hour. My dad came and shouted at me in the car, but he brought me home just for a shower. When I went in the door, the house was so clean that I cried. I begged my mum to let me sleep. I was the girl who cried wolf, you see. She let me. I fell fast asleep in the spare room. I can't describe the tiredness, the massive feeling of relief. And that was that. I wasn't going back. Crying wolf. It's funny. There's been so many times in my life when I should have been screaming for myself. I never cried out once. I asked them to lock me in the house for 3 weeks while I dried out, and they did. We have 2 chickens here. One time, one of the women had enough. She decided to discharge herself. So she was trundling up the lane with her case. She got to know the chickens and they really liked her. And the chickens gave chase. She kept popping the chickens back over the wall and they kept coming back. Eventually she turned around crying to the house, "The shagging chickens won't let me leave." She's graduated now. She's clean. Concerns. That's when somebody tells you what they've noticed about you that's making them concerned. It challenges our behaviours from the addiction that we've learned. You have to sit and listen in silence. It's from a place of loving kindness. It's hard to hear. Most people come out of that meeting crying. I'm starting to look over the crater of the bomb my addiction has left. I'm starting to see the ripple effects. I haven't been there for my son. My sister cried every night I was on the street. My mum never said anything about any fella I was with. The other day she just said, "Stay away from anyone who would help to keep you sick." I have to write my life story soon. That's another thing we do here. I'm nervous. There's a lot I don't remember from when I was very young. Home. Home was dancing around the sitting room with my sisters when my mum put on the record player, and it was Lionel Richie every single Sunday. Home was Malahide Park and zipping down that orange ball yoke. Home was sliding down the stairs in sleeping bags when I was meant to be in charge. I can feel the struggle in all of us here, the tension and the fear, but I feel something else as well. A power. When I talk about heroin, I touch my head. But when I talk about recovery, I hold my guts. Maybe the acid of the detox burned away some rust. And underneath, I'm still here after everything. This soft, clean flesh. This strong red thing. My own heart. Here this whole time. Waiting. Pounding with purpose. Reminding me with every beat what love is. What's home now? I'm not sure. But I think the foundation is here. And I know these are the walls. These bruises have to be gone next year because my sister's getting married. These bruises have to be gone because I want to spend more time in the garden. I want to find that rocket I planted when I came. I want to go back to the course in nail art. I want to draw and sculpt again. Faces and eyes in charcoal. And the figures, all the details and the Roman ones. I want to make soup in the kitchen with Susie and sing along to Pink. Really saw 2 squirrels last week. One outside my window here and one in Marley Park. They were lovely. 2 bright-eyed, joyous question marks. I want to see my little niece. I want to make this a clean, safe place to live. Home will be a new camp with my sisters and my friends. Home is my nan's favourite ballerina girl. These bruises have to be gone because I want my lovely arms back. Because I want to help my soul. Home will be a whole new place. I'm building it myself. On the bridge, I had nothing left. I was desperate. The fella I was with suggested another way I could make the cash. I was sitting on the bridge, dirty, numb, strung out, thinking about that. Looking at the socks of the people walking by, wondering if I'd ever have a pair like that. A nice clean pair of socks that matched. I climbed up on the ledge. It's a letter from my sister. To my beautiful, strong sister, for months on end I lay awake crying, not able to understand how you got to this place in your life. So many questions I just couldn't find the answer to. A living nightmare is all I can describe it as. How do you watch someone you love so much just totally destroy their life? And no matter what you do, you cannot help her. No one in this whole entire world could help you, only yourself. So you can't even imagine the relief and happiness we felt when we heard you'd finally made the decision to save yourself. 10 weeks ago, I was homeless on the bridge. I was shooting heroin, and I didn't want to live. 10 weeks ago, I wanted to jump, and I didn't. This is our philosophy here. It's best to put it in your own words, Erica says. I am here because there is no refuge, finally, from myself. Until I confront myself in the eyes and hearts of others, I am running. Until I let others hear my secrets, I have no safety from them. Afraid to be known, I can know neither myself or others. I will be alone. Where else but on common ground could we find such a mirror? Here together, we can at last appear clearly to ourselves, not as the giant of our dreams or the pathetic creature of our fears, but as unique beings, part of the whole, with our share in its purpose. In this ground, we can each take root and grow. Not alone anymore, as in death, but alive to others and to ourselves.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changing the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this.